Hi guys, welcome back to my craft table. Today we're going to be doing what I call negatives on canvas. This is what they're going to end up looking like. This is my grandson, and I took a photo of him and just turned it plain black and white. It's they call it monochrome. So basically just the shadows. And here's one of my granddaughter. I think this is actually vinyl on canvas. This I'll be doing in another tutorial, but as you can see, they turn out pretty much alike. Today I'm going to be doing this one, which is paint on paint. And let's get started. What you're going to need, of course, is a canvas. And you need to paint this canvas. You can paint it any color you want. It doesn't have to be black. I prefer the black. I've got a set going. I have 8 grandchildren, and I'm still working on a couple that I haven't put on canvas yet, but for my wall I want the black and white. So you need your black paint. I don't really have a favorite paint. I just use plain acrylic. This happens to be apple barrel, and I'm sure the only reason it is apple barrel is because it was on sale at Walmart. I get all my stuff from Walmart, just about. So this is just plain black acrylic, so find your favorite. You're going to need a large paintbrush, of course, your water for your paintbrush, some paper towels, if you're like me, to keep the paint off of everything else. And I use paper plates as a palette, so I'm going to use some of those. And for right now, you can lift if you don't want to put your fingers. I use these little glasses to keep my canvas up off of the paper towels or whatever your workstation. And let's get started. So I just shake it up really good. And for this, I want to cover the whole canvas, so I will be squirting it. See what I mean? Paper towels all over. You don't need a lot. And that's going to be way too much. That was... Yes, you need paper towels. I need paper towels. I should buy stock. Alright, and just start spreading it around. And because I don't want you having to sit there and listen to me gab the whole time, I'm going to shut up and I'm going to speed run this. So I'll see you when I'm done. Alright, there's my painted black canvas and my painted black hand and table and glasses. Alright, so this has to dry. It's going to take a good 15 minutes. So I'll see you when it's dry. Don't go away. Alright, and we're back. And this is all dry, as you can tell. And I've already put my mess away, so I'm going to get these out of the way. The next thing we're going to do is make our stencil. Now I've already made mine. I used my Cricut machine for it, and I used contact paper. I didn't use regular vinyl or anything like that. I just used plain old, it's a Duck brand contact paper. and it's just white. You can buy it in any color because you're just going to use this as a stencil. And you've got to remember though, when you make these, you want the inside part on the white part. You're going to paint where the contact paper is not. You're going to make the face the white part, the rest is the shadow. So, and you're going to need, this is transfer paper. You can buy, it's called Magic Cover from the Dollar Tree. It does the same thing. You just want something that your contact paper or your vinyl or whatever will stick to, so you don't have to do this piece by piece. And you will also need some duct tape. So I'm going to lay this on. I'm going to try to center it, eyeball it, and I want a nice little border around. Let's see. That looks pretty good to me. So I'm going to push this down like this, just to get it stuck enough where I can pick up the canvas without it falling off. Alright, and since I'm using a canvas, you can see there's play in it. So I find something that I can put underneath that will fit inside here. And I found these, I think they're 6 by 6 packs of paper, and they fit right inside pretty nicely. And that way it'll give it some kind of sturdiness. And I will flip it back over. And that way I can rub it. I use my ruler, and I rub so the contact paper will stick to the canvas. And as you can tell, it's not long enough, so pick it up, move it so the books are down here. And you can use anything that will fit inside that little piece of canvas. Magazines, books, folded newspapers, anything you can think of. You're going to need the pressure. Alright. And you can also lay it like this and find something that will fit. I don't seem to have anything. Well, I can use this. This is my little cups that I use to keep stuff off the table. But you want that to stick very well. Alright. There you go. And now you just peel, and hopefully it will stick enough. And the trick to it is, don't pull up, lay it flat, just kind of wiggle it. You do have to take your time. This is a patient one. So just kind of wiggle it slowly. Use your fingers, your hand to hold it down. And just watch the edges, and you're going to have to watch in the middle, the little pieces. And like I said, watch your edges. Make sure that they stick. Put your thumb there and peel again. Now you can, like I said, you can use vinyl if you want the vinyl permanent, you would do this basically the opposite way. And there are other steps that you have to take on your canvas if you are going to use vinyl. And like I said, I will be doing a tutorial using vinyl. But right now we're going to just use this as a stencil so we can paint. Get that stuck down. This is the hard part. Make sure you get all the little spots. There will be some little spots. Make sure you get them down. If they refuse to go down, just remember where they were and you can pick them up and stick them afterwards. There we go. We're almost in the clear. And like I said, keep it flat. Don't try just jerking it off. You will be sad. There you go. And now you have your stencil. Now, what you're going to need again is a paper plate, paint palette, whatever. And on this one, you're going to need a Dauber brush, I call them. I'm not sure, pouncers, whatever you want to call them. They're round like this. They're called, spouncers. And this one is a 1 1/4 inch. And it was made in China. So we're going to use that. And now your white paint. I forgot. You're going to want to use your painter's tape. And what you're going to want to do with it is protect your edges. Not of this, of your canvas. So, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to go up here at the top. And I'm going to come down about 1/4 inch. And lay that down like this. Because I don't want little spots all over the edge. I want to keep the white. And the white itself will make around the edge a nice little frame looking. And then of course another one for the bottom. Like it's about 1/4 inch, or depending on how wide you want your frame, but just make sure you cover up your edges. And no, it's not perfect. They're not identical, and if you've watched any of my videos, you know perfect is not allowed. Alright, now take your white. put some on your palette. Since I've had to wash my hands 3 times already, I'm going to get the paper towel out. And Dauber Brush. Now, do not oversaturate your brush. You want one very light coating, and what you're going to do mostly is going around all the edges. This is going to help seal so it doesn't bleed. So you're going to do it lightly. And right around the edges, it helps seal down just like that. And just like with painting my canvas, I don't want you to have to sit here in real time, so I am going to speed it up. Okay, and now that you have the edges all done, let it sit for at least 5 minutes to dry and seal those edges, and then we're going to come back and put on our second coat and fill it up. So don't go away, we will be right back. Alright, now that this is nice and dry, we're going to fill it up and make it nice and white. So this is where we come in and start you can actually, I'm going to switch from a pounce brush to a regular brush. I'll be right back. Got a regular, it's a wide brush. And I need some more paint because I let that dry up too. And I'm going to paint this and cover it and make it all white. And again, I'm going to speed it up for you. And there it is, all nice and white. Now, again, we are going to let this dry. Once this dries, if you think you need another coat, like if you can see a little bit of black or whatever, you can put a second coat on, even a third if you like. For me, this is going to be good. So I am going to clean up my mess, let it dry, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, now it should be all dry for you. And we'll take to the paper towels. And I'm going to pull the painter's tape off first so I can lay this down. There we have our border. Okay. And now I'm going to take my little Pokey Thing and I'm going to pull up my stencil. And all I want to do is get underneath and start pulling. And just like with the transfer tape, I lay it down and just kind of wiggle it back and forth. And your picture starts to take shape. And the hard part is getting it off your fingers. And what I do is I just slide the pointed part underneath. I don't really stick it in, or because I don't want to damage the black paint underneath. And you can see where it's raised a little bit. You might not be able to see it on camera, but I can see it very well. You will be too. You could too also. And I noticed that my little nose piece didn't make it, so, but I don't think that's the problem. And there we have it. Negative on canvas. And now I use a spray sealant. And because this is going to be hanging on a wall, I do want to be able to come up and wipe it down and, you know, dust it off. But I take it outside. I use a clear spray sealant, and I give it at least 2 coats. I'm not going to show that on camera. As far as we're concerned, we're done. And that's all there is to it. So I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial, and I hope I sparked a little bit of inspiration and imagination in you, and I hope to see you soon. So you have a good day, and see you later.